I did say I was going to try and film some content whilst visiting my family, which is down south, and I did. So I did get a few things. I didn't get all of this in this trip. So my family sometimes source things for me whilst I live in Liverpool. And I'm going to show you everything that I've got. And I'm also going to recommend some places from my hometown, which is in Orpington in Kent. And we have a lot of charity shops, a lot of cafes, a lot of lovely places. So this is going to be a little charity shop recommendation video, I guess, as well. Yes. We have lots of goodies, including secondhand textiles, equipment, some clothing bits, and yeah. So let's go through the things that I got. Okay, so on Thursday we arrived, and I firstly went to Lakeside, which I haven't been to Lakeside for years, like literally years. And it was good, and literally the only thing I bought was this hobby knife, and that is literally just for my paper applique thing that I'm trying out, because my freezer paper arrived and I really want to try out this new hand applique stuff. And to be honest, I find like high street shopping really hard because I am just so secondhand, like it's inbuilt in me. So I actually didn't really find it that enjoyable, because I just look at clothing and I either say I can make that, as I'm sure a lot of crafters do, and also I don't know, I just feel like it's just too trendy and just not my style. So yeah, that is all I bought from Lakeside. Oh, and sellotape. I need sellotape for my patterns, so that was fun. Then on the Friday we went to Canterbury, and I've never been to Canterbury before, and it is stunning. So if you ever visit, definitely head to Canterbury. It is about an hour and a bit away from Orpington. It has all of the traditional houses, like the Tudor style houses. It had like cute bunting. It's got the cathedral, and they have a lot of charity shops. So when I go charity shopping, I try to have like a list of things that I want to buy, sort of look out for. So I was looking for books on Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and like applique craft stuff, but I couldn't find anything which was interesting. And then clothing wise, I wasn't really looking for anything, but I did find this amazing charity shop called Pilgrim's Hospice, and it had a craft room. So it was just a little room, and it was completely dedicated to crafts. So they had fabric remnants, they had thread, patterns, vintage tablecloths. Honestly, it was perfect, and I did end up buying stuff. So this was £4.25, and I think it was a tablecloth, but it's been cut into, so it's classed as a remnant, and it's this fluorescent green floral pattern on white, and I think I've bought something like this in pink before, so I got that. Then I got this bit, and this was £2.50, and it's like this violet pinstripe thing, which is like a nice sort of lightweight cotton, I think. Yeah. Then I got this, which was £4.25, another fabric remnant. And yeah, so one of my most popular colour palettes for my tea towel designs is black, red, and yellow. So I'm always on the lookout for any printed fabrics with black in, because it's really hard to come by, I find. And then £2.50 for these bits of thicker remnants. Blue is one of the most popular colours in my tea towel designs as well, so I thought that was perfect. And then this was £7.50, which is quite a lot in my opinion, but I bought it because it reminded me of like Art Nouveau prints, I guess. And I thought I could try and make like a really cute blouse. I'm not too sure what the style is. I guess it's like milkmaid, but a bit more vintage, I guess. I'll see if I can get a little picture here of what I'm trying to say. And it's this. Ooh. So I'm really into my red colours at the minute, and I thought this is like the perfect shade. It's got like a pale reddy pink, and it's got little like grapes printed on it with foliage. So I think this will look really nice as a top, but we'll see. So yeah, that is pretty much all I bought from Canterbury. There are some amazing charity shops there, but I think I'm trying to be a bit more strict with my textile intake. So I feel like I've done good here, and I didn't spend too much money, so yes. So on Saturday, yes, we went and did a 3-hour walk, about an hour away as well, and that was tough, and so I didn't do any shopping. I literally did the walk and had a nap. Then on Sunday, I think I said in my last video, I find it really hard to find good boot sales in the northwest. I mean, I need to go to some more to like make that bold statement, but I grew up with boot sales down south, and they're just huge, they're packed full, and to be honest, I think I've done really well. So I'm going to show you what I got. One of the first weird purchases I have bought, which is nothing textile related, nothing don't know, sewing related. It's these little sort of Victorian, I guess, style porcelain heads. Yeah, but these were only £1 each, so I loved them. I should also note, so I went to a boot sale called Tripes, which is Tripes Farm, I think. So I'll post the location here before we carry on. So I got these. So this caught my eye because this green is really hard to find in textiles, I find, in second-hand textiles, I mean. And it's just a single pillowcase from Kaleidoscope originally. And yeah, I only bought it just because of the shade of green. But I think that's lovely. It's really nice. In fact, I might even keep it for myself to make something, but we shall see. And then from the same buyer, she had these 2 cotton pillowcases. And again, this kind of pale apple green is really hard to come by. So I got those, and then this for £5 together. So yes, I need to wash them, so that is going in the wash pile. Then from another store, I got 2 tablecloths. I got this, which is really bold, but it's perfect. And it's another pinstripe number from Debenhams originally, and it's just so bright and sort of cartoony because like the black lines, and I think this is perfect. It's the perfect shade of blue, red, yellow and green, so I'm really excited to use that in my tea towel designs. And then this one is a little more vintage, and it's unused. It's just oh, it's gorgeous. And like the colours are so crisp on it. So yeah, I'm really excited to use something for this as well. So yeah, that's got to go in the wash pile. Then finally on this one stall, I paid £4 for this cute little apron. I just think it's adorable. I think it could be a... Oh, I think it fits. Well, just about. It's got the tiniest little bow. That's so cute. So I got this. I got this kind of pastelized tablecloth. Can't go wrong with a tablecloth, although there are some marks, so they need to be washed. And then I don't usually go for terry cloth, which is this, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it has like the fuzzy texture to a tea towel. But I really like the designs on it. And I think maybe not to use in a dress or a jumpsuit, but maybe as a bag could be quite nice. Maybe have that as like the front feature. So I got that as well. And mind you, all these things here, including this, cost me £4. This is perfect. I think this is a, yeah, it's a quilt cover, double side, and it is in this lilac and pale blue colours. And yeah, look how much fabric you get with this. Oh, perfect. And again, lilacs and blues do really well in my tea towel designs, so this is perfect. So after the boot sale on the Sunday, we went to some charity shops in Orpington, but because it was a Sunday, a few of them were closed. But I will still try and recommend my favourites. I only bought 2 things, and it was 2 bits of clothing from Demelza in Orpington. And yeah, so I don't usually buy clothing because unfortunately they're all filled with cheap products like Shein and Boohoo and Misguided, and the materials are awful. I can't even like touch them because it's just so plasticky and sweaty. So I try to steer away from those brands. But in Demelza they have a vintage rail, and I ended up buying this adorable vest. This is the top, and it has these little embroidered butterflies on, and it's a lovely shade of blue, and it's like the most perfect cotton material for my summer holiday. So I'm really excited about washing that and wearing that often in the wash pile. And then this, so I don't usually go for this kind of material again because it's just too hot to wear, but I really like the print of this. It only buttons at the waist. There's no buttons at the top, but at the bottom, even though it's like dress length, it has no buttons or buttonholes. I'm not too sure. I might add some buttonholes to make it into an actual dress. Other than that, it could be just like a nice little overlay jacket over, I don't know, skirt, shorts, dresses, I don't know. So yeah, but I really love the print. Yeah, so I really like that. And so that vest was £3, and then this dress was £4.50. I think it's worth it for a bit of vintage. Yes. So when I came down here back in maybe July time, I did go fabric shopping in Orpington in the charity shops, and I found some of the most amazing curtains from Oxfam. So this is the charity shop that I got these from, and I think they must have cost me £10 or £12. Oh. Luckily my mum has washed these for me, so I don't have to try and wash these. But this is the print. Oh, and there's 2 of these, and look how much fabric there is as well. So you got this. And if I want, I can detach the lining and dye it like a nice lilac or whatever and use it in my tea towel dresses. So it's perfect. Then lastly, these are the things that my mum and sister have hoarded for me whilst I've been living in Liverpool. So let's do that. So firstly, I've got this bedding set, which is quite plain and boring. It's just this grey and beige check fabric, but again, the kind of, oh, I've just dropped loads. The grey black materials do really well, so happy with that. They got me this fabric remnant, which is this lovely orange with blue and mustard colours on. Yeah, and annoyingly I don't know how much this has all cost me, but I don't think it was a lot. Then I got this cushion cover, and I might keep it as a cushion cover, or I might turn it into either a bag front or a top front maybe. I mean, it's the perfect material to do like a corset, but I have never made a corset, so this might be a project for a later date, maybe. Then we've got some just cotton sheeting material, which again is great, and it's great for lining for my dresses, so that's all good. Got this dress which is broken, and it's a lovely print, but yeah, it's a bit damaged, and also I don't like it as a dress on me. It looks awful on me, but I really like the print, so I think if we just deconstruct it and use it in something else, it's fine. Another tablecloth. This one's still £1, so this will need to get washed, and it's beautiful. It's got blues and yellows and flowers again. Can you tell I love flowers? Dark green is also really hard to come by, so they managed to get me some dark green cotton sheeting as well. Then we have this thick cotton remnant here, and it has moths, butterflies and flowers on, so yeah, that is stunning. So I'm really excited to see what I can make with this. Then my sister found these. I don't know what it's called. I actually think it's like an applique thing. Ugh, I'll look it up. But yeah, I don't know if it's just an unfinished project or this is the finished project, and maybe it was like a table placemat thing. But I just, so much work has gone into it, so much handwork has gone into it, and I just don't think it should go to waste. So got to figure out what I'm gonna, oh look at that, I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do with these, but it's gonna be something possibly clothing wise, but we'll see. Then we've got these like scarves, which can't go wrong with, and because they're a bit thicker than your normal scarf, I can just, oh look at a little rodeo one, I can just cut them and use them in dresses as normal. And then we have a tea towel as well. If you have been following me for a while, you would have seen that I have this love for Tiffany style lampshades. I bought an actual Tiffany lamp last year, and ever since then, anytime I see a themed Tiffany style lamp, I just have to have it. And my family found this down south, and I think it was £25, which is like a bargain, and it's just so beautiful, and it's a cat, so of course I love it, and of course it's the best thing ever. So I need to clear my cabinet space and then just add it to my ever-growing collection. Some people collect bags, shoes. I now collect Tiffany style lamps. And lastly, so whilst I was away, I ordered some Art Nouveau and Art Deco books. I realised that I've been getting the time periods wrong. So Art Nouveau is between 1890 to sort of 1910s. And then obviously Art Deco is 1920s, and yeah. So I bought a bunch of books from the World of Books online, and they have like an offer where you buy 4 for 3 and things like that. So I bought this little book. I haven't even looked inside these, so today and tomorrow I'm just going to have a quick little look through. So we've got Art Deco fashion there. This is something my grandma gave me, so it's a little vintage fashions book. Then I bought this chunky book, and again I have no idea what. Oh, looks nice in there. So I've got that one, and then we've got the Art Nouveau style. So yeah, I'm really excited to improve my knowledge on all these time periods. If you ever do visit Petwood and Orpington, then I will try and tag as many of the locations and shops either in this video or in the description. So if you ever visit sort of down south, Orpington, Kent way, then I definitely recommend heading to the charity shops. I think we have about 9 or so, if you're including Petswood as well. I would definitely recommend going to Petswood as well, which is only a 5-minute drive away. Please, if you can, like and subscribe, it really helps me. If you have any recommendations in the UK, anywhere in the UK, of where you think I can find some really good fabric, clothing, secondhand of course, just send me, well, comment below, because I would love to do like a little tour of going to all these places. And I'm starting to get a little bit better with my camera and finding it less embarrassing having my camera out, because remember my first time doing it, I was just like, don't look at me. But getting there. Thank you so much. I have a lot of washing to do, and I will see you next time. Bye.